It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Selden. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they've just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's just... it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Afterburner's coming. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Vols trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First and goal for the offense. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up third down, you're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his target down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Lewis. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's back to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
He wants to throw it again. Extending the play. He chucks one out to the right. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Going up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, he's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Selden. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is...
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. No one there to stop him. Except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in this colossal top 5 showdown today. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over UCLA. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Calhoun.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Using his feet. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He fires it out to the right. Makes the grab at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Texas 14, Tennessee 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a crease. It's Sullivan. The Volunteers get it past the sticks.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Skips away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the...
Makes the grab on the left side. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it. I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Lewis. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback will audible. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, to give, looking for room. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. They'll run play action. Dances away. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. .3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Got it. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard four-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires downfield. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Harrison. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're lining up to boot it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Calls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. This time it's complete. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Tennessee, 28.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secured the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
It's been the buzz of college football all week, fellas, and it's finally here. An update on that top 5 battle. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with the guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The aerial assault continues. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then, Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Nimrod. And the Volunteers get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Texas! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
28.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to...
Fires one high and deep. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got a man, it's Selden. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Oh, picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Firing toward the end zone. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Here we go. They'll try the run. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole play, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Now the pitch. At the 20, he's got space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll try the right side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 26 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 69, Tennessee 35.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Breaks the tackle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third down, going up top. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On second down, looking again to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They think there's room to run to the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Selden. Just ran him over. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Let's see what they've got on second down. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the middle. Finds his man enough for the first. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 5 teams duking it out right now, man, and check this out. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 25 over UCLA. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Ripping through the defense. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Selden.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity in 2 weeks to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week.